Hello Trey, how you doing?
Doing well. How you doing, Mr. Hall?
I'm good. I'm going to be teaching you your first snare drum lesson. You excited? Alright. So the first thing we do is we want to set up our snare drum stand. So if you see, I always like to get the legs out first, right down here, spread out so that way the snare drum's not going to go anywhere, but not too wide so that way my feet are always kicking into it and it's running into things. Alright, the next thing you want to do is you see these wing nuts down here?
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure they're all facing the same direction and facing you.
Okay.
And that just makes it easy to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you loosen it to move it and then tighten it back.
Alright.
Alright, and then the next thing we do is we're going to put the snare drum on top. Now you want to be really careful with this, because you see these little prongs here in the basket?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be careful not to let those hit the snare head, because then we'll burst our snare head and we'll have to replace it. That's no fun.
Mm.
Alright, so just very carefully put the snare head on there. Alright, very good. Now we're going to tighten it with this little thing down here at the bottom of the stand.
Okay.
So go ahead and tighten that up. Alright, very good. Double check to make sure it's firm on there. It's not going anywhere.
It's pretty steady.
Alright, so once we have the snare drum on there, we can adjust our height, and we can also adjust the tilt of it. You want it to be level, or just ever so slightly tilted forward.
Okay.
Because that makes it a little easier when we have our wrists down. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, any questions about the snare drum stand?
No. That I know.
Alright, you ready for some sticks?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to talk to you about the match grip. And all that means is our hands are just matching left and right.
Okay.
So the first thing you want to do is divide the stick into thirds. And we're going to go to the bottom third of the stick to our fulcrum point. And you know, fulcrum point just means balance point. It's where the stick balances. First thing you do is get your index finger, and I like to set the stick in between the second and third knuckle here. And then the thumb just sits right on top.
Okay.
You want to be really relaxed, just enough pressure to hold the stick firmly. And then your bottom three fingers are going to just wrap around.
Okay.
So try that.
So, thirds.
Thirds.
And then bottom third. And then right like that. And then wrap around.
Yes.
Alright.
Very good. And just make sure your hand is nice and relaxed. Not squeezing the stick, not too loose. Just that happy medium place.
Alright.
Alright. And try it with your left hand.
So, well, there.
Very good. Alright. So drop that and we'll try it one more time. Just setting up that. Very good. Alright, so now we're ready to bring it up to the drum. Go ahead and drop your hands to your side, just nice and relaxed. And just gently bring them up to where it feels comfortable. And when you get here, it's time to check the height of the snare drum. So if your hands are up here, your stand's a little too high. And if you're having to reach way down here, your stand's too low. So let's practice bringing them up and just feel where that height is.
It's a little low.
A little low.
I can adjust it.
Alright, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels a little better.
Feels good?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, excellent. So now we're ready to start with our first stroke. This is called the legato stroke, the full stroke or the rebound stroke. They all mean the same thing.
Okay.
I like rebound stroke because it tells exactly what it does. The stick, it starts up and it literally hits the drum and rebounds. Just like a basketball. Have you ever played basketball before?
Once or twice.
Once or twice? So you know how you're dribbling the basketball and just lightly pressing it down and it bounces right back up? You want to imagine the same thing happening with your stick.
Okay.
So let's try that. Start up. Make sure you got a good grip. Relaxed in the wrist. The wrist is going to just twist down and the stick is going to bounce up. So try that. So what happened here is you're just a little too close to the head,
Okay.
so you're not able to get the bead right here to bounce back up.
Okay.
So start up and just better, much better. You got it up that time. Now this time, try and make sure that it's the bounce bringing it up and not your wrist.
Okay.
Better. Try it again. Let's try it a few times. Very good. You're getting some good bounce. And just always make sure your fulcrum point's staying intact, your thumb's lying flat on the stick.
Okay.
Alright, try it with both hands real fast. Yep, just nice and relaxed. And always bounce. Easy going. Just let that basketball bounce. Alright, very good. Let's try an exercise. Can you see this okay?
Yes.
Alright, we're going to do exercise 1. Don't worry about the sticking right now, just do left, right, alternating.
Okay.
And really think about that really good, solid rebound stroke. Our hands are going to start up, and they're going to bounce back and stay up, right up. Always make sure your hands are coming back to the sticks are coming back to the same place.
Okay.
Alright, so try number 1. I'm going to count you off, and try and count as you go.
Okay.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. And rest. 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 Rest.
Think about that good rebound.
3, 4. And rest. Rest. 3, 4. 1, 2.
Very good. I'm seeing some really good rebound. You know, just always check in every now and then and make sure your grip is staying intact. And, you know, just always think about getting your stick up to the same height.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really good, Trey. Really good. You're picking up really fast.
Thank you.
Alright, I think you're ready to move on to a new type of stroke. This is called the buzz stroke. I'm going to demonstrate it all here. So, for the buzz stroke, what can you imagine it's going to sound like? Exactly. So we start just like the rebound stroke, and instead of our stick bouncing all the way up, we're going to put just ever so much pressure on here. Not too much, not too little, just that half the amount. That way the stick bounces a lot, and you get that buzz.
Okay.
Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz. Careful not to use too much pressure, because you're not going to get a good buzz.
Okay.
Or too little pressure, because then you're going to get not a whole lot of bounces.
Okay.
So try that.
So, not too much, not too little, just right.
Yeah. Check in with your fulcrum. There you go. Try it with both hands. Think about getting a nice consistent buzz in each hand. Very good. Alright, let's try exercise 7 here. Can you see that okay?
Yes.
Alright. Remember, focus on that good rebound stroke, good consistent buzz roll. Alright, I'll count you off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Good buzz.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, very good. I saw some really good rebound strokes there. I think for your buzz stroke, to help you get a little more buzz, thinking about hitting it just as good as you hit your rebound stroke. You still want that same full stroke, but you're just adding a little bit of pressure to make it bounce more.
Okay.
So you still want really fast wrist to get that good buzz.
Okay.
Try that just a little bit. Yeah, really think about good, fast wrist stroke. Better, yeah. Very good. Very good. Alright, how do you feel about that?
This is fun.
It's fun?
I can't wait to be your turn.
Alright, so what did we talk about today? Let's go over everything.
Alright. Start the stance.
Mm-hmm.
Legs, wing nuts facing me. Basket's all the way open, so we can set the drum down easy without breaking it. And then we tighten it, make sure it's loose, not rocking around.
Very good.
And then drumstick comes in thirds, back third on the balance point, fulcrum, so it holds the stick, matched grips, both hands. It's like a basketball. Going
Yes,
right back
like
up.
a basketball.
Make sure hitting just the tip of the stick, not the middle of it. And then buzz stroke is like a beat, just.
Very good. Good job, Trey.
Thank you.
All right.
Can't wait for my second lesson.